Long before Mike and the Bots would do their werewolf and teenage werewolf films, there was a werewolf film in season 1. Although this one didn't come from a bite, came from an injection. And of course, more Commando Cody madness. I'm DJ Particle. This is MSTie Review. Now this episode starts off with the Mads explaining exactly how they went mad. Although I think Dr. Forrester doesn't quite get the reasoning, because he doesn't so much describe when he went mad, but, well, you'll see what we mean.
And they promised me students, but all I got were monkeys! 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 So I took off my wetsuit, dropped that hedge clipper, and walked out of that zoo forever!
Well, you've created quite a little world for yourself, Larry.
Hey, tell me about when you went mad now.
Well, it was the ice-capades, and I was pop-riveting my kneecaps to Peggy Fleming's Zamboni. Or maybe it was 56, Sun Valley. I was found behind the soft-serve machine, drooling over a picture of Dick Buttons. Or perhaps Oslo, when I was found drunk and woozy, scratching the name Toller Cranston into my upper thigh with a nail. You see what I did?
Was that when you went mad?
No, that's when I became a scientist.
Now, in this case, both of the experiments in the inventions in the invention exchange are recycles from the KTMA era. Joel presents, except he doesn't have a skit with it, but he presents the Hell in a Handbag, the Mads. And the Mads come up with something. They stole it from Joel, because Joel first did this in 0021. You remember?
This is a special purse I developed for women who are sick and tired of the constant threat of getting their purse snatched. See how it looks like an ordinary handbag? When street thugs open it, voila! Hell in a handbag.
As you know, toy manufacturers are always making their toys too safe. And what children want is realism.
And danger! That's why we created the acetylene-powered Thunder Lizard.
Yes, it's a role-playing game, and it comes complete with these costume glasses.
Just set up your field of play, then reach out and torch someone.
I like it.
Look at him go! Oh, it's gotta hurt.
Wow, that's really sick and twisted.
Thank you.
Now, the short that Joel and the Bots do is part 2 of Radar Men from the Moon, starring Commando Cody. And at the time, yes, he was a new character, but Commando Cody would go on to star in many more serials, and even a changed look at one point. But again, Commando Cody is some of the best riffing on MST3K Season 1, bar none.
Oh, if they would have shown him diving out of the way last time, I wouldn't have spent the week worrying about him. Let's see, I stand in this corner, little tweak of the nipples, and I'm out of here. Oh, how rude.
What did you find out about the ray guns?
Ron and Nancy?
There's an element around outside very well.
How come they got Groucho Marx mustaches on their helmets?
Nipple tweak, and I'm off. Oh, you'd think in the future on the moon they'd at least get rid of the creeks.
Yeah.
That's for Brian Gumble. That's for Gene Shalit. And that's for dressing up like Carmen Miranda. God, that was dumb.
Maybe we could dodge around those rocks and lose them.
Maybe you could use the gun. You know the big one that blows up things?
Set the ray gun at constant heat.
Oh, Constance Heat, I love her films.
Right.
Now, the movie they do in this one is The Mad Monster, and it's really the first werewolf film that they tackle, although an incredibly old one. This is not your teenage werewolf. This is not your werewolf, but they do a pretty good job with it, I think. In this one, mad scientist injects someone with wolf genes, and he turns into a werewolf, who then goes out and kills people. But pretty basic when you think about it.
They should have gotten the guy out of the light before they shot these.
Hey, it's Bill Bixby as Lou Ferrigno.
Hair designs by Shem Pollard.
Rockabye monster on the little bed.
When you wake up, some townsfolk will be dead.
Isaac Asimov.
Lecherous scientist.
A few moments ago, Pietro was a man. A harmless, good-natured man.
Now Bingo is his name-o.
Now he's his own best friend.
Men who are governed by one collective thought, the animal lust to kill without regard to personal safety.
Republicans?
Such an army. There are institutions for madmen.
Like the
And we'll
Pentagon.
see that you're Go to bed. Our work's done for tonight.
I set up some newspapers in the corner for you.
Because the place gets on my nerves. I hate it.
Now come along, dear. Even the
She
silence
wants to be
is
Judy
soft.
Garland in the worst way, doesn't she?
I shall sleep very soon.
Hey, it's a dog bell.
Dog?
Do not disobey ape law.
That felt good. Now I'm gonna go turn my daughter into a woodchuck. Come and listen to a story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. Then one day he was shooting at some food.
And up from the swamp came a big ugly dude.
Wolfman, that is.
Black teeth.
Gnarled face. Well, the next thing you know, old Jed's really scared. The kinfolk said, Jed, get away from there. Said, my cabin is the place I ought to be. So he loaded up his drawers and he told his family.
I never seen anything so awful in my life. What are you talking about?
The first part of the movie, it was terrible.
What do you think of my little film so far?
Let go!
Sit. Stay. Or
You
edit.
know, I never understand these Far Side comics. There's a caveman and a bear and,
Oh, and if he gets hungry, there's some jerky treats in his knapsack.
who's he calling?
The SPCA.
What's the SPCA called?
Society for the Prevention of the Cruelty of Actors.
Line.
He's looking right at his script.
He's doing his Cagney. You dirty rat.
Dugan, I got a murder on my feet.
Finally, I get my harmonica back.
Ashton.
You talking to
We
me?
all fall down.
remember something. Superstition.
Well, I don't care what you call it, Dad. But there's something here that's evil. It's real, and I can feel it. And I'm afraid.
It makes
Dad,
me
I
want
can't
to
stand it
sing.
here any longer.
Scared Jed Harper so bad, he went and got religion.
But I hear there's a cure for that.
Ooh. Time for your booster shot.
It's a werewolf. You can't kill him no way except by a silver bullet.
Shut up!
That story. You seem to be excellently equipped.
Thank you. I didn't think you could tell through these trousers.
Good work. I can inject into your veins a substance that will give you the strength of 10 men.
And their hair.
Why does he have to kill them to prove his point? Can't he just show them a pie chart or something?
I'll startle the world.
By making an even worse film.
Keep your eye on the windshield wiper, Pedro.
It's not even raining. Why are the windshield wipers going?
Your eyes are getting heavy. Guess whose history in this scene?
Wait, I just lost my bearings. Okay. Here's the end of the swamp set. And over there's the mansion. There's the director. No. And a Comfort adjustable bed with safety belts. Dad's doing research for Art Linkletter.
Mystery date.
It's the Wolfman! Compliments of Spiegel Catalog, Chicago, Illinois, 60609.
Hey, how much more of this film is there?
Well, you can tell right now they're burning the main set, so it should just be a few more minutes, Crow.
Okay,
Good one, Crow.
Servo.
over here.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Good one, Servo. You too, Crow. Thanks for
Thanks,
calling.
Ed.
I didn't do anything.
And wait a minute. What was that? I think. Wait, what was that?
Good one, Crow.
Servo.
Over here.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Good one, Servo. You too, Crow. Thanks for
Thanks,
calling.
Ed.
I didn't do anything.
All right, Joel. How long have you had these bots with you? How long? Like what, a year and change at this point? Counting season 0, and you can't get their names straight? Well, when we get to the when we get to the host segments, well, the first one is it's a KTMA redo. It's Servo hitting on a blender. No. And it goes about the same as last time. But as for this name confusion, well, this name confusion is understandable when you think of what happens in this skit.
You'll notice I'm not laughing, Joel.
Hey, take it easy, Tom Servo. It's just an experiment in transmogrification and lycanthropy. Just like in the film we're watching, a human being with the features of a wolf. That's what's going on here.
Oh, so it means I'm supposed to go roaming around the countryside ravaging people?
No.
I look like a geek, Joel.
No, don't worry about it. Just think of it like this. You're my Servo-Crowatian. Yeah.
Servo-Crowatian. Very funny. You turn us into mutants for a pun, Joel.
Hey, wait a minute, pal. That's my body. Hey, when I said you could borrow some of my stuff, I didn't mean my torso. Hey,
listen, bro, here's the story. Dr. Joel F. Frankenstein here thought it'd be very, very funny to switch our heads around.
Hey, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Do you like long walks in the rain?
Chinese food?
Mushing up your ice cream?
Oh, yes. We love us. Our collective brains are more powerful than Joel.
Yes, we are Servo-Crowatian, and we shall rule the world.
My robots. I think I'll keep them turned off.
And there's even a skit where Joel and the bots need a little reminder of their theme because they start wondering, how is the wolfman eating all these people? And, Joel, bots, you need a reminder of your own theme.
But Joel, say a wolfman eats a guy, a normal person weighs in about 150 or 200 pounds. Does that mean the wolfman weighs 300 to 400 pounds after just one meal?
Well, what you have to understand, Crow, is that this is a science fiction movie. It's pretend, it's not real, and besides, a human being can't eat a whole other human being, at least not in one setting.
Especially if he fills up on bread first.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Joel. What if this guy goes into this thing a vegetarian? Does he start rampaging victory gardens? Does he become the terror of the produce aisle?
Yeah, and say a guy changes back to normal before swallowing a mouthful of townsfolk. Does that make him a cannibal or just a meat and potatoes werewolf?
Crow, it's science fiction.
Oh, yeah, we're supposed to suspend our disbelief.
Repeat to yourself, it's just a show. I should really just relax.
And this episode closes out in the way most season ones close out. The bots tell a good thing and a bad thing about the movie in order to get tasty ram chips. Although the bots are kind of disagreeing about exactly what's going on here.
All right, okay, before my good thing and bad thing, I got a couple questions. Okay. When Pedro died, did they call the coroner or a vet?
Yeah, and on his tombstone, are they going to put his age in dog years or human years?
I think I know a couple of robots that aren't getting ram chips tonight if you don't be careful.
Uh-oh. Well, I thought it was a great film. It was the feel-good film of 1938 or whenever the heck it was made.
Yeah, I'd give it 2 thumbs up. If I had thumbs.
You had thumbs for a minute, pal. What'd you do with them? You stuck them into my access ports, didn't you?
Excuse me, those were my access ports and my thumbs.
Listen, if you guys keep arguing, you're not going to get anything. I'll take them all, give them to Gypsy.
What? So what do we think about episode 0103, The Mad Monster? Well, for their first attempt at a werewolf film, it is pretty good. Again, not the best of the season ones. Those are actually coming later. But the short, again, Commando Cody, if we could just get a DVD, if you could just snip out the Commando Codys and watch that's best of the season ones right there. As for the actual movie, the movie itself kind of drags. Joel and the bots can barely save it. But if you're a completionist, give it a watch. Mad Monster. It's mad. It's a monster. All right, when we come back, we will be getting into episode 0105. Yes, you heard me correct. 0105. And there's a good reason for it, too. And no one really knows why. The crew have never fully revealed why, but I give one of my theories as to why when we get into that episode. Until then, I am DJ Particle, and I am signing off. Boom.